YouTube. It's your boy Iceman Guru, aka Dr. J, back at you with another installment on the High Frequency Only channel, man. Before I talk about what we're gonna talk about, what the topic is for today's video, man. Uh, Let me just reiterate what the High Frequency Only channel is about, man. It's about having intelligent dialogue, intelligent conversation from a higher perspective. And if you wonder what that means, is it just means that we don't focus on the rumors, the negative talk, the bashing, all the things that typically get people excited, the drama and stuff like that. We don't focus on that. We focus on dialogue that can actually move a conversation forward, that can actually, provide some solutions. So that's what we're about here on the High Frequency Only channel. And I appreciate all those that subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, okay? Because I do drop videos very often, okay? So make sure you subscribe, like, hit the bell button so you know they drop. All right, so without further ado, man, today's topic, we're going back, man. This is gonna be a part 3, to a video that I did a couple weeks back. And to remind you of what that topic is modern women who wants traditional men, make it make sense. So this is part 3 to that, okay? By far, part 1 was my most viewed and watched video. And I just want to follow up on part 3. And I can't say whether or not there'll be a part 4 or even a part 5, because this is such an important topic and conversation for us to have, man, that who knows, man. I just can't cover it in 1 or 2 videos. But the reason why I wanted to do a part 3 is because I need women who consider themselves modern women, or who may not even know they're modern women, to understand how men think, okay? To understand that it's about accountability. It's never about bashing. It's never about downing any woman. It's about, like I said, moving the conversation forward. It's about upliftment. It's about growing. It's about holding people accountable. Okay. I am an educator. I am a teacher. So that's what I do. All right. So that's kind of a disclaimer before I move forward, because it's going to get, people might get triggered off this, but it is what it is. Okay. We got to deal and check our emotions sometimes. So it just is what it is. Now, so let's start here. Modern women. Now, some may say that modern women are those a part of the feminist movement. Now, who's to say whether or not modern women don't consider, to each his own, okay? But I do think there are some things that align between modern women and the feminist movement, because the whole idea of a traditional woman actually scares a lot of women. They actually look their nose down on traditional women, as if, and I did a video on the Destiny Child Cater to You. Check that out if you haven't checked that out. And so modern day women are looking at traditional women like, ugh, like, how can you do that? We have matured and we have moved past this stage. If it's traditional women is something to be scoffed at, or something that you shouldn't aspire to be. So I think modern day women a lot of time have it twisted, and I would say is the reason why they play a huge role into the relationship dysfunction that we see nowadays. I'll say it again. Modern women play a huge role in the reason why relationships are dysfunctional today. And the reason why is because the whole notion of equality, the whole notion is that I should be able to have the right to do anything a man can do. Now, there's problems with that, okay? we're designed to be the way we're designed to be for a reason. Everybody plays a role. If we take it to sports, on a basketball team, everybody can't be the star. Some people are what we call bench players. Some people are role players. And then you have the starters. Out of the starters, you have these stars. Okay? Everybody plays a role, even when it comes to work, you name it. Relationships are no different. Okay? So we can't have two people in a relationship trying to be the alpha. We can't have two people in a relationship that always want to make the decisions. It just doesn't work out that way. Not to the best of the ability that it can. So there's a reason why men and women have certain roles. So it's not to be derogatory. It's not to be say that women can't do certain things. But when everybody have defined roles, it just makes it easier. And we also get roles just based off our biology, evolutionary biology. That just what came to be. Now, what modern women do today is say, hey, well, I want more of a voice. They're in the workforce. So they feel like their education and their money put them at a certain level with men. But I will say this, a lot of time women want outcomes that benefit them, but don't want the consequences that may come in being in a quote unquote equal society. Right? Because it's cool that you out there competing, ma. Do your thing. But understand that it's certain things come when it come with the competition. Men are all about competition. But we don't want to compete in relationships. Right? And a lot of times you'll probably have a lot of men out there with women who are competing against their spouse, their partner. Nobody wants that. So modern day women, they got to take accountability for this, okay? This whole I'm independent, this whole that, I have certain standards because I make a certain amount of money, and you looking down. If we had that same attitude as men to look down on women because they didn't make a certain amount of money, most men wouldn't be in a relationship. Because even to this day, men average more than women. So why would women flip it on men to say, if you're not making as much as I am or more than I am, I don't want to be with you. Okay? So it's kind of taking things out of context, because if we look at the average median, okay, average men make between $40,000 and $50,000. Average women make between $32,000 to say $40,000. Right? It's a very small population of men and women that actually make $75,000 or more. So a lot of time we like to look at these lifestyles, and we like to look at, famous peoples and things of this nature. And we have it in our mind that we want to live a certain lifestyle, and we want to be with somebody that can propel us to this certain lifestyle. But accountability has to be on the table. And here in the next couple of days, I'm going to do a video talking about accountability. So that is coming forth. But modern women got to understand that you are ruining relationships. Because if you want to be the masculine one in a relationship and go out there and make the money, what do you expect us to do? Do you expect us to step back and take a more feminine role? To cook, clean, and nurture? Not saying that those are bad things, because I believe that both people should be doing some kind of cooking, cleaning, and nurturing, and making some kind of bread. And really, it's based on each relationship. Every relationship is not going to be a traditional man and traditional woman. Every relationship is not going to be a modern man and a modern woman. But the modern traditional relationship has problems. It has flaws in it. And it's mainly because the woman want to be modern. She wants to have the expectations and what she is and what she's not going to do. While the man is supposed to be traditional. Provide, protect. But that woman is not paying for dates now, is she? But she making money, but she still want the man to pay for the dates. She's not paying for vacations. So a lot of time what you see is, and I'm just going to keep it general as women, you'll see women, and especially when it comes to double standards and stereotypes, you'll see women, they'll love to benefit off of those double standards and stereotypes that are positive for them. But the negative ones, they will complain all day about it. As if men don't have those same type of positive and negative stereotypes or double standards. But we kind of chalk it up that it is what it is. So if you want to compete, if you want to be more equal, you have to deal with the consequences that come in this society. You have to deal with the fact that, well, you won't be as protected as you normally are. You got to deal with the fact that in this world, society has always been cutthroat when it comes to men. So if you want to play in that arena, cool. But you got to take all that comes with it. So everybody understand in this world that some things go your way, some things don't. But men have always had specific things that has been more detrimental to our mental health, our physical health, our emotional stability, that women cannot say they had to deal with. Let's just look at police brutality. Women do not have to deal with the same amount of it. Notice I said the same amount. Even when it comes to domestic violence, well, it's more like 50-50. It's pretty equal when it comes to the amount of times that someone would put their hands on somebody else. But who was going to jail more, though? So there's many things that go against men in this society that women benefit from. But I haven't heard any woman or any woman movement or feminist movement talk about those things. Now, I could be wrong. And if I am, please check me in the comment section, please. So the purpose of the part 3 of this video series is to say that if you're going to be modern, then you probably shouldn't want a traditional man because it's just not going to work. You're not going to be quote unquote equally yoked. Right? So there needs to be some adjustment and understand that men care nothing about how much money you make. We want to know how fine you are, how feminine you are, how fit you are. Can you cooperate with us? Can you be submissive? But a lot of those concepts in terms that I just mentioned don't fit into the modern woman repertoire. But as I already stated, you're the one that is destroying it. Because if you think that men, particularly high value men, and I'm going to do a video on that coming up pretty soon too. If you think men or high value men is just going to acquiesce to your whim and just bow down and be whoever you want him to be, it's not going to happen. And that's the reason why many women are dying alone. It's cool to have standards, but we got to be realistic. You know, theories are to provide a platform, a basis for what we should be doing. But then we got to actually go and see how it works in practice. Is it practical? All right. Man, that's part 3 Don't know if there's gonna be a part 4. We'll see. More than likely there will. Okay. But hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, subscribe, comment, like, hit that bell, all that good stuff, man. And we gonna end this video. As always, I'm you, you are me. Love always, love eternal. And we out this thing. Peace.